The government wasted no time responding to the S&P report, saying although not unexpected given the recent placements of the Bahamas on credit watch list, does not adequately reflect the improved economic and fiscal outlook for the Bahamian economy. Janae and Noel Ferguson discussed these issues with State Minister of Finance, the Honorable Michael Halkitis.
The government says first things first. It's important to emphasize that the Bahamas maintains its investment grade status. Minister of Michael Halkitis says that while the Bahama project, along with other projects throughout the Bahamas, will make healthy contributions to the economy over the medium term, the government awaits a court ruling on its request for the appointment of a provisional liquidator scheduled for September 4th. Halkitis noted the emphasis the report placed on the mega development.
We take a different view. We are optimistic that the situation will be resolved quickly. And we also take the view that even if the situation is drawn out, there are other projects, other developments, again on a smaller scale, but spread throughout the country that will contribute to the growth.
Now, while Standard & Poor's has given the government some credit for its fiscal reform program, Halkitis said the report also affirmed that the achievements are forecasted to cause a reduction in the debt burden in the near term.
And they did give the government credit for the improvements in the deficit, i.e. the reductions that have happened, and they pointed to that as one of the reasons why we preserve our investment grade rating. But the fact of the matter is they just put a lot of weighting on what might happen with Bahamas. We remain hopeful that the situation will be resolved quickly and that the resort can be completed and opened in a timely fashion. And we will continue the steps that we have been taking to make sure that our finances are continue to improve as they have over the past few years.
The success of the government's fiscal strategy is reflected in its ability to raise funds on more favorable terms, both internationally and domestically. In addition, the government has been careful to tie its recent foreign currency borrowings to specific projects, such as the acquisition of vessels for the Royal Bahamas Defense Force and airplanes for Bahamas Air. Halkitis noted that there has also been real improvements in the Bahamian economy with a decrease in the unemployment rate. But if there's not a speedy resolution to Bahamas, as S&P suggests, Halkitis says there are measures in place to further stabilize the economy.
Then we have other actions to take to make sure that it does not have an effect on a negative effect on the finances, or we can mitigate or we can minimize that. Which we have done in the past. If you recall, when we published our medium-term fiscal strategy, when we said, okay, we're going to cut the deficit by this amount, S&P expressed some doubt that we could do it. Well, not only have we done it, we've beaten our own projections, and they have admitted it as much in their report. So the fact of the matter is, we're hopeful for a speedy resolution. If in the worst case scenario there's not a speedy resolution, then we'll have to just make other adjustments. But the bottom line is improving the finances of the country.
The Bahamas continues to make progress on the fiscal front. The government, while patient, will redouble its efforts to sustain improvements in this area and advance reforms to bolster private sector confidence over the medium term. Janae and Noel Ferguson, ZNS Network News.